bags.
Oh, my God. You're so lucky, Jordan. I envy you so much. Anyway, now it's time to pick some driving music. My philosophy is you can never go wrong with a little bad company. Yes.
Daddy,
Yes.
this is totally old people music.
Yes.
Make it stop. I brought my Jimmy Eat World.
Oh, God. Oh, good God. No, look, come here. Oh, for the love of Teddy Roosevelt. We're going to listen to Bad Company, okay? Yes.
Daddy, one more time. Listen to Jimmy Eat World. Just the first stanza. It totally makes me happy. It makes me happy.
I'm
You
not
make me
listening
sad.
to Jimmy Eat World. Good God, turn this off. Here, come on. Give me the CD.
Leave me alone. Stop
Give me control.
fighting.
Come here. Give me the... Oh, God. Okay. Jordan, I hope you're happy. You got me all worked up, and you made me tinkle, okay?
Sorry, Daddy.
I made it tinkle.
I'm sorry. Hey, Daddy,
God.
the other night on the OC,
All over the place.
Caitlin and her daddy got into a fight after he found her pot. He totally grounded her for like 3 weeks. She totally deserved it, though. I mean, anybody who smokes pot is so stupid. They're so dumb because pot's so bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, pot's stupid. It's so stupid, but he found her pot.
Ah, pot. Reminds me of the good old pot parties that I attended from 1968 to 1974. Here's one from 1971. Can somebody pass the chips?
Here you go, dude.
These chips are truly a magnificent creation. I mean, it looks like a chip, but it tastes like an onion. Oh, good God, it's a Funyun.
Daddy, 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 are you okay? Daddy, you're totally dreaming.
What? Where was I?
I was like, oh my God, Daddy's totally dreaming. Your head was going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And you're drooling too, which is gross. I mean, you're drooling so
Sorry.
much. It's not that it's that gross. It's just like Daddy's drooling. Isn't driving fun, Daddy? Isn't it fun?
Sweetheart, listen, we haven't left the driveway yet.
Huh?
I tell you what, why don't you take the car by yourself? Daddy needs a nap.
You're so cool, Daddy. You know how cool you are? You're cooler than the OC, which is so cool. I love you so much, Daddy. You want to take the car by myself? I'm soft. I'm leaving. I'm off to pick up Johnny. Bye, Daddy. See you, Daddy.
Johnny? Sounds like the perfect setup for another funny bit.
That's not exactly how it rolled out.
She's a little more vocal than you picture her. She says a lot more than we thought.
Boy, you love Funyuns, don't you?
No. In fact, I don't know that I've ever had a Funyun.
Well, you can't remember because those pot parties.
Right.
I do remember never going to those.
Oh, pot.
All right, the Rage Report with Mickey Spagnola is on the way after, not before, but after the next ticket ticker.
Hey, it's Big. Oh, I thought I cut him off. No, guess not. Well, if he does, he'll add it again on Friday. Can you imagine somebody throwing a jersey in Jimmy's face?
Oh, my gosh.
And sticking around? That's why I can't imagine Bryant sticking around.
No, he can't be insubordinate like that. And then, now the only way they could save face with it was saying, oh, you know, I kind of like his competitiveness. You know, you can throw it off to that. But I think when you get into that type of altercation, then I don't see how you can repair that and keep him on the team.
Now, Jimmy cut Curvin Richards and John Roper. Those were backups. Maybe you could say guys easy to cut, and Bryant's a starter. Sometimes, at least last year, he was a starter.
Yeah.
Would that have been the equivalent of Alvin Harper throwing a jersey in Jimmy's face? Would Jimmy have cut Alvin Harper?
Or Kelvin Martin or somebody like that?
You know, maybe, maybe not. So it might be a tougher decision than Roper or Ross or Richards or somebody like that. Well, Mickey said he didn't see it, and that practice was closed, so no reporters actually saw the incident. But joining us now on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket, and by the way, this is brought to us by Man's Best Friend, is a deep throat informant, somebody in the Cowboys organization who was actually there on the practice field and in the locker room before and afterwards. And this gentleman said that he would come on the show with us and tell us what happened between Parcells and Bryant, but that we had to digitally alter his voice to protect his identity, so we have done so. Good morning, Deep Throat Informant.
Good morning.
Thank you for stepping forward with your story, and thank you for your bravery.
Thank you for having me. I have had a long relationship with the ticket.
You have?
I am George's inside source.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you know who this is, George.
Yeah, I think I do know who this is. I sure do.
I'm the one who told him Jerry had a massive facelift.
Well, I don't remember anyone telling me that.
Well, what can you tell us about the Parcells-Bryant incident?
Well, Antonio, who is last named Bryant, began to get upset during a professional football practice.
Right, we know that.
He informed the Keyshawn Johnson that he desired more representatives or reps.
I thought it was for repetition.
Yeah.
He performed this informing by tastefully utilizing the F word 43 times in under 1 minute.
Wow. Tastefully?
The word mother often preceded the form of this so-called F word. Keyshawn began to get very angry.
Did he?
Antonio himself was not only mad, but was also angry.
Mm-hmm.
But his anger gave him superhuman strength.
How so?
Well, the observant Tuna was watching all this from his love swing high in an observation tower.
Gosh.
He watches practice from a love swing?
No.
Yes, it is there where he is administered his high colonics and sensual touching.
Gosh.
So after the Tuna sees this, he orders his pygmies to firemen carry him out onto the field. He did this so he could confront this tuna-needed situation.
Right.
Well, as Keyshawn and Antonio struggled to undress each other in their pugilism, the tuna had his abdomen loaded into a wheelbarrow so he could push close to the warring receivers. Stop that fighting right now, bellowed the tuna from underneath his gelatinous rolls of fat.
Come on.
Antonio retorted, but Tuna, you are the old man, and I am a young and cocky receiver. I desire these representatives in camp, that is many.
In other words, he wanted a lot of reps.
This angered the bulbous Tuna.
Uh-oh.
He said, Big Bryant, surely you're not challenging me, for you know I have the power to destroy you and lay waste to your family.
Whoa.
Really?
The tuna then pointed down to his fupa lying there quivering in the barrel of the wheelbarrow. Antonio was unfazed by the threat of Parcells using his fupa powers, and he proceeded to throw his jersey in the face head of the giant sea creature.
Oh, no.
Sea creature.
Parcells told him to stop it, and that he was being a jerk, except he used the word that rhymes with bunt.
Whoa.
Gosh.
Okay. Thanks for that insight.
Antonio did not stop throwing the clothing, however. First it was the jersey, then the pants, then the underwear, and then the shirts and vests and chapeaus and bandanas and camouflage.
Camouflage? Why was he so heavily clothed?
The tuna belly fat in the wheelbarrow began to glow bright red as this armoire full of clothes hit the tuna in the face repeatedly.
Oh, gosh.
Other players gathered round in a circle as the fupa began to glow as red as E.T.'s heart with anger. Then, this is so horrible, I can barely speak.
This is a deep-throat informant telling us what happened between Bryant and Parcells. Can you continue?
Then, as all the players were gathered round in a circle in stunned silence, they looked down into the wheelbarrow, and the glowing fupa split open, and a fire consumed Antonio Bryant and melted his face.
Wow. Gosh.
It was as if the wrath of God was unleashed.
Shocking.
The lesson is to never mess with the tuna.
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
What?
What, George?
You said tuna in a funny way.
It's very hard for him to get through this.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't appreciate you
I'm sorry.
making fun of my tragedies.
I'm sorry. Deep.
No funeral.
Pardon me? Oh, my gosh.
That was unnecessary.
Your comment pushed him over the edge,
No,
George.
it didn't. That was just a sound effect.
You're indirectly responsible for whatever
No,
happened in that
it's just a
room.
8:48 here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket.
Now it's 8:40 on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket, and tonight we'll have the best coverage of the NBA draft at the Embassy Suites Hotel at the Sportsman Bar and Grill. It'll be Norm Hitzges, and we thought it was going to be Skin from Ben and Skin, but in reality we find out it's going to be Norm and his brother Phil Hitzges, and the Hitzges brothers join us now here in studio for a little NBA draft preview. Morning, Norm.
Jr.
How are you, Norm?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Phil, how are you?
Great. I'm
doing great.
It's a big day. Big day for us. NBA draft. Oh, we love the draft.
Very big day.
Love the draft. Let's get things started. Yeah, Ben, Skin will not be able to be with us tonight, so we brought in my brother, Phil Hitzges.
Hey, thank you so much for having me here, Norm. First of all, you know, Norm has always been very jealous of me because I was always mother's favorite.
Oh, really?
That is not true.
Mom always said you were nothing but womb doo-doo.
We need to gain some ground back with this. Give us some rumors, Phil. Give us some rumors. Things are going on.
NBA draft rumors?
Just rumors.
This is a rumor that I heard. I heard that Aminka Okafor is gayer than Andrew Cunanan at a costume party.
Those aren't the kind of rumors we're looking for.
I heard he gets it on with Gar Hurd.
That's gay.
Hey, great.
I know you want to hear about the Mavericks.
Yes.
I want to hear about the Mavericks. Make a trade. Make a trade. Just make a trade. Are the Mavericks going to make trades? Yes. Are they definitely going to trade with the Lakers? No. Are they going to make trades with teams? Yes.
Okay.
Are those teams specifically the Lakers and Wizards? No. Are the Mavericks in the NBA? Yes. Are they in the NFL? No. Do we ask ridiculous questions just to hear the sounds of our voice? Yes. What is on spelled backwards? No.
What a waste of our time that was.
Hey, great. That's what we Hitzgeses do on the air. We just waste time.
Really?
We just waste
I
time.
don't know about
Bring
that.
in people. Pop on, Jer.
Yeah, pop on for a second, Jer. Pop on. Hey, Jer. You there,
What's
Jer?
going on, Jer?
What's up?
Okay.
Hey,
That's
hey,
Jer.
hey,
You know
hey,
what?
hey,
I'm
hey.
actually staying with Norm now. I'm living with Norm and Vicky.
Phil, you've moved in with your brother?
Yeah, unlike Norm, I actually have a horrible gambling problem.
You do?
Yes. And I have lost all my money, and I had to move in with Norm.
Oh, gosh, that's awful.
I have the same
But
affliction.
I'll tell you what, it's been great living with Norm. Oh,
Oh, it's been fun. It's been great. It's been great.
Vicky fixes big meals, and I eat it just like this. I go. And you know, it's a very normal household over there.
It is.
Yes. Norm wakes up in the morning, puts on his leg.
Yes.
hammers a homeless, goes down to the Austin Street shelter for a quickie.
Oh, what?
I'm talking about he gives him a quick meal before he comes into work because he cares so much about Austin Street Shelter.
Sure.
And then he comes into work and steals money for 2 hours to get a great life. Really.
My brother's great, isn't he? Yeah, my brother's great.
Hey, you want to waste some time by just laughing uncontrollably?
I got another way to waste it. I love names.
Right.
I love names. There's
all
some
do.
great names in this draft. They're so great. There's a guy from Italy. Okay, he's a guard. You may have heard of him, Bino Udrih. And a lot of people speculate he's going to go to Indiana, late first round. Good point guard, good shooter, good passer. Gonna go to Indiana. Indiana could use some Bino. By the way, they stunk it up against Detroit.
Yeah. That's funny. That's so funny.
They don't get it. But it's okay. We laughed anyway. That's what's important.
Bino.
I hate to take a little time away from the show right now, but
That's great.
No. Oh, no.
there is one man who won't be able to participate in the draft this year.
Who is that?
Someone who was a good friend to me for many years.
You know him well.
Right now, I ask you to remember the dead body of Ronald Reagan.
You were good friends with him?
Ronald Reagan lived a long time. Was a wonderful man.
Good man.
And unfortunately, his brain got rotten with Alzheimer's. And
How was he going to participate in the draft?
I just ask you to remember, we're on this little blue marble for such a short time. And please remember his family in your prayers.
Well, I think
We'd
the
like to
nation
remember,
has been. I think this is just a cheap way for you to work in a little emotion.
A lot of people think that I shouldn't talk like this on the air. We're supposed to be having fun and talking sports, funny guy talk, but I'm a Hitchkus, and just like my brother Norm, I'm prone to emotional grandstanding by taking sickening popular stances that I know will make me look better on the air. Just remember Ronald Reagan. Great.
All right, sure.
We're going to move on now.
Don't forget the draft.
All right.
Don't forget the draft tonight,
Yes, we'll see you tonight.
Me and Phil.
See you tonight. There they go. The Hitchcock brothers, Norm and Phil.
What's this?
Hear them on the NBA draft tonight here on The Ticket.
We're sorry.
8:46 here on Sports Radio 1310. We talked a lot about the...
Are the Dunham and Miller players assembled? It's time once again to do a little play here as we bring you Readers Theater.
Welcome to another edition of Dunham and Miller's Readers Theater. Our playlet today is entitled The Deion Deal, Part 2. Starring George Dunham as Deion Sanders. Craig Miller as Bill Parcells.
Yay.
Gordon Keith as Jerry Jones.
Yay.
Jeremy Moran as Drew Henson. And introducing Rich Phillips as the Whore.
Am I always introduced?
Our story opens in the Valley Ranch office of Jerry Jones.
Our secondary sucks. I can't take it anymore. I'm Jerry tired of watching Hunter and Powell get torched. Randy Moss gonna eat them alive in the opener and make me wish even more that I'd drafted him. Marilyn, get the tuna in here now. Did you want to see me, Jerry? No, not you, whore.
Gosh.
I wanted to see the tuna who's my head coach.
Sorry, but while I'm here, could I interest you in a little...
Get out, whore.
Gosh. You wanted to see me, Jerry? Well, get a good look at me. I'm Bill Tuna Parcells, one of the most feared, respected, and horniest coaches in the NFL.
Not a quality of his.
Feast your eyes on these man breasts and these pasty getaway sticks.
You've lost it. If you weren't such a great coach, I'd marry you.
What? Jerry,
Confusing.
we need a cornerback. Get me a pro one right now.
Funny you should mention that. I've got one in mind. Are you aware of my famous, non-Jimmy related Deion deal, which brought us a Super Bowl in 1996? If not, you should be. Marilyn, send in my former bitch.
Oh.
You rang, Jerry?
Oh, hey there, whore. I didn't think we were on until after practice.
No, not you. Get out of here, whore. Hey, Marilyn.
Come on.
I meant my other former bitch, Deion Primetime Sanders.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, but thank you for my applause, yes. Jerry, my former sugar daddy, how are you, my brother?
Well, I'm in my 60s and I'm in love. That's how I am.
In love? Who's the lucky lady?
It's no lady. Marilyn, sending my current love.
Hi, I'm Drew Henson, quarterback for the future of the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry's new love.
What kind of fruitcake farm do I work at?
As you can see, Dion, Drew is tall, handsome, and ready to lead us back to the Super Bowl.
I can see. I might like a little of that young QB myself, but I am a God-fearing man, you understand. Fornicating was my drug, but now I'm hooked on Jesus, don't you know?
Okay, whatever. Let's get down to business. Dion, we need a cornerback worse than Jerry Jr. needs his own identity.
Word.
Will you come out of retirement and play for us?
Hold on. Don't I have a say in this? I'm the tuna, and I don't want a jive-talking superstar who can't play anymore and who will divide my tuna locker room.
Jerry, I would love to play for you again, but on 3 conditions.
Let's hear them, sexy.
One,
Why do you make everything gay?
fire this marshmallow-shaped primetime hating tuna.
Done.
What the?
2,
Gosh, that's so...
pay me $3 million a year. Prime has a family to support, don't you see?
Done.
And 3, set me up with this tall, handsome Drew Henson, and let us allow to take nature to have its course.
No deal. You get out of my office. Drew is not only the QB of the future, but he's my personal sexual fountain of youth. Nobody will ever take him away from me.
Fine, too bad the Ravens want Prime too. Silver and gold.
Jerry, after what I've seen in this office, I don't know if I can work for you anymore.
Not your call, Tuna. I made a deal with the devil to get you, and only he can let you go.
You bastard.
Whoa.
I'll coach this team into the ground, and I'm going to start by going with Romo as my backup.
Finally, Drew, we're alone together.
You?
Allow me to fix the mood in here. Marilyn, send in that little package that I call the ultimate aphrodisiac.
It's me again, the whore. Did you call?
No. I meant my basket of love potions, Marilyn.
Before you go, whore, can I ask you out on a date?
Why, sure, Drew. I'd love to. I've dated all the Cowboy quarterbacks in the last couple of years. It'll be a pleasure to finally hook up with someone who has a real gun.
Oh, happy day!
So wrong.
That concludes this edition of Reader's Theater. This was only a dramatization and in no way reflects the views of Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket, or its management. Tune in next time for another edition of Reader's Theater.
Hey!
Oh, Stoma Man, did you like that?
Yes.
Oh, Stoma Man likes Reader's Theater.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Nice job, everybody. Good job. It was
Boy,
great job.
yeah,
Rich, you were
nice job,
fantastic.
Titty.
Cast party at my house?
All right, sounds good.
I'll bring the wine coolers.
All right, 8:46
bring
here
the
on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket. All right, we'll get back into what we saw last night at Texas Stadium in the
Radio 1310, The Ticket. Well, why don't we ask Jerry? Let's talk to the Cowboys owner and general manager. Let's place a call to him. We're going to kind of catch him at home early. I'm sure he got back late from the game last night, so.
He said it's okay to call him at home?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I think we'll be good.
I'll be there in a second. Hold on. Hello.
Yeah, is Jerry Jones there?
Good morning.
Hey, Jerry, it's Dunham Miller Show. How's it going?
Certainly, it is.
It's going.
Well, if you don't mind, just want to do a quick interview with you about the game yesterday. 35-17, you watch your...
Well, let me just say this. I let the Tuna coaches this first game, and you see what we got.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's pretty clear that it's time for me to take the reins again.
Oh, that's ridiculous. It's just one game.
Well, yeah, but you saw the way the game went, and the way I see it, Bill Parcells ought to officially change his name to Dave Campo. It's time to turn this place back into Jonestown, and I'm going to do it.
Well, I think this is a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah. Hey, you come out to that Cleveland game, you're going to be in my house, you understand? My house.
Okay.
Yeah, even my husband, Gene.
Your wife?
After last night's game, asked me, she said, old tight face, That's what she calls me, old tight
No,
face.
she doesn't.
Why didn't you draft that Randy Hoss? He's good. What, were you on drugs? And I said, no, but half my team was at the time. So I couldn't take him.
Right.
But I have to be honest with you, I'm on drugs right now.
You are?
Yes, I'm under heavy sedation in order to keep me from calling the Turk to make a visit to Bill Tuna.
Oh,
whoa.
You can't do that after one game. Bill Parcells turned this thing around last year.
You know, I have half a mind to have some of my goons go and break his fupa with a railroad tie. Come on, George, you got to cheer me up. Show some Muslims on the Jumbotron. Come on, do anything.
All right, that's
a direct
from
order.
That whole thing.
Come on, you did it once for me. Do it again.
I didn't do that. Let's stop talking about it. But, yeah, you got to be concerned about your defense that gave up 35 points yesterday.
Hey, well, I'm setting an aggressive tone. As an owner, I decided to get tough because I had a brawl with Parcells after the game.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh. After the game, I threw him up against a locker and kissed him hard.
What?
That's not
What
a
purpose?
brawl.
Forcing my forked tongue through the tightness of his compressed lips.
Oh, my
Forked?
gosh.
He then grabbed my hand off his hips and took a swing at me.
Well, he should have.
Why did you do that?
Well, I called him a loser coach and told him I was determined to get my money's worth out of him one way or another. So I go back in for another kiss.
That is ridiculous.
So he reaches back and he grabs a helmet by the face mask, an empty helmet, and swung it around at me. It hit me right in the head, knocked my wig almost completely off.
Right.
So he's just hanging there by a single skunk thread off to one side. So I charged him and headbutted him right in the gut, knocking him into a table full of equipment.
Oh, gosh, this is a brawl.
Well, so Julius Jones, he sees all this, and he jumps in to break it up, but Parcells hooks one arm around Julius's the back of his neck and uppercuts 4 or 5 sharp blows to his ribs.
Oh, gosh.
So I charge Purcells, and then Flozell Adams jumps on my back. So I'm spinning around, pounding him up against the wall, trying to get him off. It was a bad scene.
Wow.
The long and short of it is, expect to see me down there on the sideline with a headset on.
Wow.
No comment.
I don't.
Oh, he's gone.
I don't think we'll see that. I think he'll settle
No,
down.
and I think all that was made up. They didn't get that upset over the loss. 8:44 here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket. All right, the good and bad from yesterday's Cowboys loss to Minnesota. Next on the Dunham and Miller Show.
Secret audio tape from a recent ticket brainstorming meeting.
We need a title for our new Ticket Best Of CD. It's got all the funny bits from the past year. I mean, it's got some classic bits from the past 10 years. It's got everything except the title. What do you guys got? Come on.
How about let's call it, if you got big bits, let me hear from you.
2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1.
Show us your...
I look at it 2 ways. They either wish they were still playing, or they jealous because they're not still playing. You know, it's like, well, or they didn't do something when they play. They didn't accomplish their goal, so they will try to take a negative stance toward other players in any way that they can.
Well, you know, that's a good point. And do us a favor, please, because I know this guy's going to interview you soon or before the year's up. Just please remind Sean Salisbury that he wasn't that great. I mean, this guy comes on ESPN talking like he was an all-pro quarterback, and it just kind of remind him that he wasn't that great and kind of put him in his place.
Yeah, that's true. But he's a friend of mine, so, you know,
okay.
I can't. He went to SC, and he's a dear friend of mine.
Oh, okay. All right, the Cowboys.
Not just a friend, a dear friend.
Dear friend of mine.
Oh. Wow.
Those are your 3 candidates. Big Dick
Sometimes this
Ritter,
job sucks.
Bad Radio, or Grego at 214-787-1310. Hi, it's Radio.
Yeah, I vote for Grego.
Grego.
Except for the one Dan McDowell line.
Yeah. How many wins is this for the Ham Bonita?
That would be 17. Solidifies his 5th place standing.
All right. Hall of Fame standing here for Grego and this.
I look at it 2 ways. They either wish they were still playing, or they jealous because they're not still playing. You know, it's like, well, or they didn't do something when they play. They didn't accomplish their goal, so they will try to take a negative stance toward other players in any way that they can.
Well, you know, that's a good point. And do us a favor, please, because I know this guy's going to interview you soon or before the year's up, just please remind Sean Salisbury that he wasn't that great. I mean, this guy comes on ESPN talking like he was an all-pro quarterback, and it just kind of remind him that he wasn't that great and kind of put him in his place.
Yeah, that's true. But he's a friend of mine, so, you know,
okay.
I can't. He went to SC, and he's a dear friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
All right, the Cowboys have Cleveland Browns coming up this
I forget I ever said anything.
It's just hearing Grego backing his ass out way out over that ledge so confidently.
Yeah, okay.
The thought that the two were dear friends never entered Grego's mind.
Love Grego. All right, congratulations to the Hammer for winning the emergency break of the week. Coming up next,
real quick.
Let me open the door here.
There's the door right there. Okay.
All right, now where is it?
It's, I thought it was back up here to the right.
No, that's the stuff we have from
aisle,
FanFest in
aisle
95.
7. Oh, my gosh.
It. What?
Okay, here it is. Here's the classic audio I wanted to get down here. It's an old reel-to-reel.
Here, step up on this ladder here and see if you can get that.
Okay, let me just... Here.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, jeez Louise.
No.
Sorry.
And there goes my old reel-to-reel.
This is, it's labeled here, Sweet Grego Out, and this is on our latest CD. This is when there was actually in the Dallas Observer, there was an ad, a personal ad for a guy who said that he was 38 years old. The listeners of the ticket thought he was sexy, and the whole ad basically described Grego. And so we called the number that was listed in the personal ad and got the automated message of the person who left the ad.
Well, let's go back in and play it.
Okay, let's go back in the studio. Yeah, let's stop hanging out in here. It's kind of cold in here.
Yeah.
All right, so I figured what we'd do is just roll this and listen to this classic moment in ticket history, a classic bit that you can now get on our latest CD. It's called Sweet Grego Out.
Okay, let me call this up.
Is that the cat man?
I'm betting right now we cannot execute this phone call.
Okay.
Calling the Dallas Observer here on the ticket. Oh, we're not gonna have to talk to anybody, are we?
No, we just got to punch in the number of the mailbox.
You have reached the Sexy Singles Recorded Personals. If you know the romance number of the person you are trying to reach, you may enter it at any time. Thank you. You have reached
Sweet Grego.
Okay.
To hear this person's recorded personal,
Grego?
please press 1.
Okay. Why is it always me?
Thank you.
Hey, girls. Sweet Grego here. I like country music, Hispanic ball players, and I like pushing Playola Payola to the limit. You got big boobs, let me hear from you. Over and out.
To hear this person's vital statistics, please press 2. Thank you.
Hey, whores, Sweet Grego again. I'm 38, Wise County. 6 foot in high heels, 5'10" at other times. Kind of fat, not gonna BS you. Have had orange hair on occasion. Got an underbite, been through 4 sets of teeth. Got a landing strip on my face right now ever since dry dock, but I will shave it off if you want me to. I can eat 10 Whataburgers at a sitting and can clog up an American Standard shortly thereafter.
God.
Never been married, thank God, because I've gone out with some real psychos. Got a couple jet skis. I can cane pole fish. I can run a trot line. Went to prom on a 3-wheeler. I know Rusty Greer, and I'm doable if you're not picky. So if you got big boobs, let me hear from you. Sweet Grego out.
To hear what this person is looking for in a mate, please press 3. Thank you.
Hello, ladies. Sweet Grego again. I'm looking for a single white female. Hell, you don't have to be single as long as your husband doesn't have a temper and an NRA card. So if single or married, white female is fine.
It's 21-18, and it's time now to visit with someone who's very happy about that Cowboys win, and that would be the owner and general manager, Jerry Jones.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Congratulations on the win last night.
Well, thank you. It wasn't a pretty win, but any time that you get a W on the road on Monday night, it's a good thing.
Now you want to make it known that as you come in this morning, you want to take some phone calls, right? You want to talk to the P1 about this big win.
Absolutely. I realize that I need to touch out to the fans more. I want the fans to know that I'm a people's owner. Super Bowl or bust for me, Giorgio.
Right, I understand.
Taking this team to the Super Bowl for the fans. I want the fans to know that I showed that Jerry Jones wannabe that what owning a team was all about. That Daniel Snyder.
Danny Snyder, yeah.
Absolutely. So load them up, P1s. Let me hear from you.
All right, 214-787-1310.
Departure for
you,
Jerry.
I've
I've never known you to take phone calls.
Or pound 1310.
I'm doing something different today.
On the singular wireless line. All right, let's see what the Cowboy fans have to say to Jerry Jones. Hi, you're on the ticket with Jerry.
Hey, Gordon. Jerry.
What's that?
Seeing as you have problems at running back.
You talking to me or Jerry?
I'm talking to Jerry. I'm sorry, I got confused.
Okay, now we got that straight.
Would you consider bringing back Emmitt Smith and Tony Dorsett to fill your running back needs, and maybe for the secondary, Kenny the Shark Gant?
Ooh. Yeah, what about that?
Oh, my gosh. No, I wouldn't. I think I'm very satisfied with what we have on the field now. I don't like to hang on to players just because I got name value.
And Tony Dorsett's like 50 now.
Tony Dorsett's like 50, and Eddie George, of course, I kind of got suckered in by his name. We'll see how that's worked out. I'm so glad that streak of his, that pathetic streak, has ended.
Game started.
Yeah, did you know last week we had to line him up as Rowdy just so he would be involved with the beginning of the game?
Oh, my gosh.
Just so he'd keep that streak going. But I'm
terrible.
glad it's over. Come on, load them up, Paywines.
All right, George and Alan, you're on with Jerry Jones.
Yeah, Mr. Jones, I can't help but wonder if you liked those 3 Super Bowls, if you liked them very much.
I hope you did. I sure hope you did. I hope you did very much. I'm sorry, I lost my temper.
That's okay. It's all right. We all enjoy those Super Bowls.
But yes, we
had fun with
them. And I'm looking forward to bringing more to this community. And I'm also looking forward to bringing my new TV show. I understand that a lot of celebrity owners now are getting their TV shows.
Well, Mark Cuban has one.
Does he really?
Yeah, called The Benefactor.
Oh, damn, that's what I was going to name mine.
Oh, no, really?
Well, I guess I'll have to go with my backup name.
What's that?
The Anus Man.
Yeah, let's work on that title. Let's go ahead and work on that title. Casey and Coppell, you're on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket with Jerry Jones.
Yes, Mr. Jones.
Hey, Casey, how are you?
Good. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Hey, hey, it's no secret that you've had all this plastic surgery lately, and I was just curious if you had any work done on your sack.
Okay, sir. There's no proof of that.
It is a fair question. Listen to me. The day that I quit having plastic surgery and doing drugs to make my face mimic the look of a burn victim is the day I sell the Cowboys.
Okay.
Thanks for your call.
Woody and Addison, you're on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
Hey, Mr. Jones, I have 2 questions for you.
Yes, go ahead.
The first one is, when will you be inducting Barry Bunch into the Ring of Honor? And the second question is, do you have bloody pants right now?
Ooh, good question.
I don't know who Barry Bunch is.
He used to do traffic here on the ticket.
Well, if he dies and Norm cries on the air, I will. And as far as the second part, the bloody pants, I don't understand.
I don't understand that part of the question.
But yes, I do have bloody pants.
Randy in Dallas, you're on the ticket with Jerry.
Hey, Mr. Jones, it's an honor to be on with you this morning.
Hey, thank you for calling.
Hey, I know we need a quarterback because Vinny Testaverde is getting up there, and I saw a picture of John Kerry playing quarterback a while back, and want to know if you've had any opportunities to, go after him or see what he looks like in a uniform.
Yeah, you looking at that?
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. As a matter of fact, we are looking at that. I have no interest in entering politics. I think that I'm just going to stay away from the whole election thing. But I will say this. Go Bush.
Okay. And,
not the presidential candidate, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, we'll hit and run there. Hey,
I sure hope Gene isn't listening.
Before the season, we never went game by game to get your prediction for the Cowboys. You're 2-1 now. What do you think you're going to go?
Well, I'm very happy you asked me that. Of course, we're very excited about having Bill Parcells. He's made such a difference with this team.
Sure.
And we've kind of kept our egos in check. I know a lot of people thought we weren't going to be able to do that, but
right.
I always see it as you have to treat Parcells like a good woman.
How's that?
Make love to him until he stops breathing, and then put him in an equipment bag and hide behind the hot water heater while the feds crawl over the place.
Jerry, I don't think that's any way to treat a woman, sir.
I mean, just try not to fight with
with him.
Try not to fight. Okay.
Yeah, but if you want to go down by a
game by game.
Sure.
All right, you're open next week, and then you got the Giants at home.
When?
Home against Pittsburgh.
When?
At Green Bay.
Oh, at Green Bay. That's Lambert Field.
Lambeau.
Win.
Home against Detroit.
That's going to be a win.
At Cincinnati.
Win.
Philadelphia at home. At Baltimore.
Win.
Home against Chicago.
That's the Chicago one. I'm thinking that might be a win.
At Seattle.
Win.
New Orleans at home.
Win.
At Philadelphia.
Double win.
Home against Washington.
Triple win.
At New York to finish up the season.
Yeah, that's the New York one. That's going to be a win.
So you guys going 15-1.
I didn't say that. See, now you're putting words in my mouth.
Well, you just said you're going to win all those games. That would make you 15-1.
You're putting words in my mouth, and you're fired as a PA guy.
Oh, don't do that.
Good morning to you.
Okay, see you later. That's
Jerry, one quick question.
Oh, sorry you didn't get that in. Gordo, you had a question for him?
I had a question for him. That's all right.
Oh, gosh. All right, well, there's Jerry's take on last night's game, and I hope you enjoyed talking with him. I hope you did very much.
Very risky, him taking calls like that.
Very risky.
It's kind of a left turn.
But the Cowboys win by 3 over the Redskins. We haven't talked much about the Cowboys' defense yet this morning. Let's talk about that next.
It's good, strong, but there's no way we're playing it for Coach Knight every week.
I must agree with you there.
Wring the neck of his players or something like that.
He thinks that's funny. Come on. Here's another funny entry.
Bob, it's the Bob Knight Show. He's got pure white hair. Watch out for that chair. Bob,
no.
It's the Bob Knight Show. Got fired and
What do you mean, no?
Watch out for your neck. When he's on for Dan, and the show with Bob and Dan, and the callers they call in to talk about the Big Ten. He may seem real docile, but he may become quite hostile, even though Bob and Dan treat him like an apostle.
Funny.
Bob, it's the Bob Knight Show. He's got a favorite and...
You just
no.
the line. Norm?
I really hope that
You missed the watch out for that plant line.
he didn't spend too much on studio time for that particular number.
All right, and then the final 3 that we pretty much pared down the other day when we did this on the show. This is very simple lyrics, but a very strong entry. It's the Bob Knight Show.
It's the Bob Knight Show. It's the Bob Knight Show. It's the Bob Knight Show on the radio. It's the Bob Knight Show. It's the Bob Knight Show.
So you could play this every week, I think.
Be proud of it. And now we go to Coach Bob Knight, standing by in Lubbock.
It could get stuck in your head, much like the Vinny Testaverde song.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. This is a great one.
That's a good.
I'm sorry. That's it. That's it. All right. This next one, you
Now,
might
I might not agree with you with no Norm drops on this show, but that one's getting there quickly. I might vote for that one.
See, I would vote for everyone but that one. That one's a great one.
10 times a show.
Segment. Are you kidding me? This one sounds like REM.
Or,
Doesn't it? Oh, yeah.
crisscross applesauce.
Genius.
That one's not bad either.
Like that. I'm sorry. That's it. And then finally, this is the Army-themed Bob Knight Show song.
You're killing me.
Real good production on this contest. That's great. See, I could see playing this every week, too.
Yeah.
So you practice intro Bob Knight.
All right, once again, coming off 2 50-point wins this week over ranked opponents. It's Bob Knight.
Ah, thanks. Something. Oh, Coach, why are you yelling at us?
We're off to a rough start this week.
Why are you so
well,
great, Coach?
You two, I'll tell you what. You two, Bob and Dan.
Coach, some would speculate that you're either the greatest or one of the greatest of all time.
Well, I'll tell you, that just proves
How would you answer those charges, Coach?
That proves the two of you do your research more than anyone I've ever been associated with in my 43 years of dealing with the media and the players.
Stop it.
And the
Stop
fans. Oh, so you backed off on the norm drop? Because of a little yelling from Bob? Jeez, Grooves.
Yep.
Oh, Norm apparently liked that one.
Yep.
Come on, Grooves. Grow a pair.
Look who's the power broker on this show.
Grow a pair, Grooves.
Bob's so happy.
All right, so what do you want to do here? I think we would be in agreement that the two simplest ones, or would you argue with me that the simple, it's the Bob Knight Show.
See, sadly, the funniest ones
and that Army one
have the shortest shelf life, and we have to consider, what, 15 more shows here or something?
At least, yeah.
Yeah, we have to pace ourselves, and if we take wacky ones, then we hate them by mid-January.
Actually, my favorite is The Christmas Time Is Here. Let's play that one and see. Can we intro him every week with this?
See, this is seasonal, Dan.
Every day is Christmas with Dan.